All right, let's get this deep dive rolling. It's match day 16 in the Prem, and let me tell you, this weekend, hoo boy, are you ready for some fireworks?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, come on, just look at the fixtures. The storylines are just crazy, you know?
Wow.
Top four battles, relegation scraps.
And that, don't even get me started on that Manchester derby.
Right. City versus United. Always a powder keg, that one is.
It just feels different this time, though, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, both teams, they've been, well, up and down, haven't they? Hard to say who's got the edge.
That's what makes it so exciting, though, right?
Yeah.
You really can't call this one.
And then you throw in the injuries on City side. I mean, Rodri, Stones, Akanji, all out. You got to think Guardiola's pulling his hair out right now.
Well, that's got to be music to United's ears, right?
Yeah.
I mean, City's defense, even weakened, is still, City's defense.
Yeah, but this might be their chance, you know? If United can exploit those gaps, if they can put the pressure on.
That's the big question, isn't it? Can they?
Yeah.
Because United's attack hasn't exactly been setting the world on fire lately either.
True, true. But that's the beauty of a derby, isn't it? Form goes out the window.
Okay, fair enough. But speaking of teams needing to find some form, how about Arsenal? Sitting pretty in that top four, but then you look at their opponent this week, Everton, scrapping for every point.
And that's where those injuries start to really sting for Arsenal, I think. Tomiyasu, White, that's their whole right side gone.
So you're thinking Everton might smell an upset here?
Well, they're going to have to throw everything at it, that's for sure. Nothing to lose at this point. And Arsenal, they've got to be wary of that desperation, you know?
But, you got to give Arsenal credit. They've been so resilient this season.
Okay.
Especially at home. Even when they haven't played well, they've found ways to grind out results.
Yeah, that Emirates fortress and all that. But the pressure is on Arteta now, right? Got to keep that top four spot. Dropping points to a relegation-threatened team, that would be a blow.
No doubt about it. Okay, but enough about the fight at the bottom. Let's talk about the top of the table, shall we? Liverpool, still in the driver's seat, even with a few missing pieces. But Fulham, now, they're no pushovers, are they?
Not at all. They've been one of the surprises of the season, for sure. And they'll be relishing this chance to knock Liverpool down a peg.
Well, I'm sure Klopp's not thrilled about going into this one without Chiesa and Jota. That's a lot of firepower missing.
It is. Big losses, for sure. Really puts the pressure on the rest of that attack to step up.
Yeah, but they still got Salah,
Yeah.
right? Leading scorer in the league. You got to think he can find a way to get it done.
Look, Salah, he's a magician, no doubt about it. But even magicians need their assistance, you know? Someone else is going to have to chip in. Maybe Firmino. He's had some big moments this season.
See, this is what I love about this match day. Every single match, it's just got this tension, this unpredictability.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about the other big clashes.
Right, like Chelsea, for example.
Oh, man, Chelsea. They're up against Brentford, who just pulled off that shocker against Newcastle.
Yeah, can they do it again? I mean, Brentford, they've got this really interesting tactical flexibility, really throws teams off balance.
But can they outsmart Tuchel? I mean, Chelsea's defense, it's been a rock all season.
We'll find out, won't we? And then you've got Southampton against Spurs, right? Kind of a mid-table clash, but with big European implications for both sides.
And can't forget Newcastle either. They're going to be desperate to bounce back from that Brentford defeat, but Leicester's not going to roll over for them. The Foxes are still trying to claw their way out of that relegation battle.
Exactly, and that's the thing, right? Every point matters at this stage of the season. Top to bottom, every team's got something to fight for.
I think that's what makes the Premier League so special, It's just relentless. You never know what's going to happen next.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Outside the big six, who's got the best chance of cracking that top four by the end of the season?
Ooh, now that's a question, isn't it? What do you think? Who's got that potential? Maybe someone like Aston Villa, with Emery at the helm.
Could be. Or maybe a dark horse, someone we're not even thinking about right now.
That's what I love. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And that's why we watch.
Absolutely.
So let's hear it. What are your predictions? Who's going to rise to the top? Who's going to fall apart? Let's keep the conversation going.